Alright, so it's time to move on with the next chapter in the wide, wide world. So, our
Let's
party...
move forward with a purpose.
Yes, after our party escaped from Midgar, we go to a faraway land.
Ah, what a beautiful day. Nothing annoying has entered our vicinity.
Wow, this place is huge, and the planet feels so powerful, so alive.
Aerith, have you been getting into the shrooms again?
But
I think she's
I
gotten
do
into
them
the helium,
myself.
actually.
Yeah!
Yeah, but you must sense the destruction to come. If you
Such a
forgot,
buzzkill.
because it was in the trailer, this dialogue was is at the beginning of Rebirth, so they're taking, a bit of everything.
How can you know that?
Trust Red 13 to cheer everyone up.
He's seen the end of the original.
Better than that of you humans.
My sense of smell lets me predict the future.
Skill issue.
Ha! So that's how it is, huh?
This is the start.
The dog in a field. He's having a good time. Come on, don't fight. We're supposed to protect the planet together, remember?
And we should all agree on a way to protect the planet.
We will turn this party around.
We just came out of Midgar.
I wonder if Sephiroth would actually feel let down by that. Sephiroth was spotted heading to the Mithril mines. Let's go. What's he doing, playing Donkey Kong 64
Suddenly,
there?
ostriches.
Cloud, are those monsters?
I don't know, Tia.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Points.
Ostriches are pretty vicious, so you know what?
Oh my
Sure.
god. Oh my god.
Just look about the EU war against the Australians for having a good time.
I told you this wasn't going to be easy. It's the Chocobo's ugly cousins.
Wait. You say that for a second there, I thought you meant, okay, and the next Final Fantasy game is going to be about how we're suddenly at war with this game's equivalent of Australia.
No,
It's a Total Recall remake.
trust me, dweebs, again, there are a couple of videos like from Oversimplified that talks about it, but when you have the time, look around information about the EU war if you want to have a laugh at just how absurd it is.
Let me just point out the funniest thing about it. The Australians lost. Australians who can contend with the likes of crocodiles, deadly spiders,
To be
deadly
fair,
snakes.
again, it was after World War I, everyone needed a break, and unfortunately the Australians couldn't.
Like, seriously though, how do you wage war against an animal and lose?
That's because, again, we couldn't actually pass it up as extermination or pest control, because otherwise it would have been labeled as animal cruelty.
Did they actually?
Which it
Or
was,
did,
but yeah.
did someone actually try to negotiate with the EUs or something?
I wonder. I still wonder how EU meat tastes. Probably considering, similar to ostriches, it's just, big chicken, so kind of like turkey. I don't know.
I wonder if it's one of those cases where normally it tastes hard and bad, but if you can get it just right, it's one of the most delectable things ever. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, let's not get more into that. Otherwise I'll end up bringing up Fogwar or something.
God forbid PETA be mad at us for killing animals. That's their job.
Is everyone okay?
No.
Nobody asked.
Well,
I said
Chief of
everyone,
Defense.
not just you.
I'm fine.
Me too. I just need a moment.
So you're not fine.
we're not inside the walls of Midgard anymore. No telling what we'll run to out here. Make sure your gear's in order. You hear that, player?
Wink, wink.
Don't tell me what to do.
Let's keep moving.
You need to work on your catchphrases, Cloud. Try Let's Mosey next time.
I don't know if that'll ever catch on.
Woo! Whoa, hey! Stay back, dummy! I said go away!
Maybe we should turn the other way.
Maybe.
God damn it.
Oh no! It's a monster!
Yep.
And an ostrich!
The brightest ninja
The
in
old-
Wutai,
The
everyone.
all-powerful ninja Yuffie, everyone.
Beaten by a giant chicken.
Her own feet.
Cloud, she's in danger!
I know,
Oh,
and
no.
it's funny.
Anyway,
Well, okay, let's go this way. She can deal with herself.
unfortunately, well, we still have to beat the chicken, so, you know.
Cloud, either you help her, or you'll get the feeling of my stick going up your ass!
I don't know, Eric. That still doesn't sound as painful as being
Cloud!
stabbed through the midsection with a giant sword.
I mean, also, it doesn't really help that Gravicron,
I
that's the
won't
name of
use
the...
lube!
That's the name of the evil monsters. They're weak to fire. The game is actually encouraging you to cook these chickens.
Well, you know, fire tends to be a lot of people's
So-
weaknesses, so let's give it a try.
Well, maybe if the monsters armored themselves in metal or something, they'd have more of a chance.
This is
Wait.
not fire whips.
I wonder, is Martian Manhunter disguised as one of them?
Also, yes, you know, as usual, one of the weapons for air is an umbrella.
Beautiful, wonderful. This will go great for your Princess Peach cosplay, Era.
Sweet.
Whew, just in time.
Barely made it.
Just made it.
God damn it.
Huh? Where'd she go?
She's behind me, isn't she?
Maybe she was just an illusion in all our hearts and minds.
Oh no, you didn't.
Hey, my money!
Oh,
Red
she's
fighter
back in the
will be
loop.
funny.
Do you know
Oh,
where
how
that
nice.
money's paper came from? Our
How nice.
trees!
She's back to her roots of stealing the gill instead of the materia immediately.
There's something more that I want to say, but after the battle starts.
Prepare
also
to
dialogue.
die!
Sure.
Well, she did try to take our money. So it's only reasonable. we
Again,
pay
her
in
battle
kind.
theme is the one from Intergrade.
If you want it back, you'll have to pry it from my cold dead
Look at
hands!
that face, my god.
Poor choice of words, you smug little
So,
gremlin,
fun
but
fact,
okay.
for those who haven't actually seen it,
Hey, are you listening to me?
I do
No,
wonder...
I'm just thinking of which combo to deal you with. Whatever.
You're not Squall. I do wonder if the makers, some people in Japan do actually know about FF7 Machina Bridged, because that's kinda how the party meets Yuffie in that one. If you forgot, in the original game, it's just a random encounter that you have, and Tifa is not really influenced by it. She can play a part in it, obviously, but otherwise it's just, you know, regular with the party that you have. In FF7 Machina Bridge, the exact thing happens where Yuffie sneak behind with a sneak attack to Tifa and try to steal something from her, except that in that case Tifa punches her in the face before she can actually react.
You know, it reminds me of how, despite Toei on surface apparently hating Dragon Ball Z Abridged with a passion, that Super suspiciously seemed to take a few cues from Abridged overall. It
there's
could be a
also-
coincidence,
Deems
but,
also
you
had
know.
Antfish, I think, to have a Nappa voice pack for Xenoverse 2. So there is that.
Well done. You grown adults beat up a 16-year-old girl.
The girl who was stealing our money and bragged about it and said we
Now
would
you
get it
learn
back
a
over her
valuable
cold dead
lesson,
hands.
child.
Oh, come on! It's not fair that there's so many of you and only one of me!
Well, ask yourself this. Was it a smart move attacking a party on your own? No, I didn't think so, genius.
You started this, remember?
Yes. What the schoolgirl said.
Funny you say that, Jonah.
Yes,
Isn't she
yes,
20?
yes. I'm
It's
looking
a-
forward to that event.
It's a couple of dozen of parts away from this.
You spiky-haired jerk! I want a rematch! Let's go!
Okay, if you
Okay.
forgot, this is the exact kind of dialogue with branching choices that you do have in the original. In the original, if you failed up, she just leaves and doesn't join the party. In this case, instead, it doesn't really change much, just that, the dialogue is slightly different and not really worth watching. But it is, of course, important for character relationship for the date. So, if you're one of those people like Jay that want to date Yuffie, I don't know why would you want to do that, but this game gives you the opportunity.
So basically,
Do they hate themselves?
You should probably have to ask him. I didn't bother.
Yuffie, what are you doing?
petrified.
It's the cow milking gesture.
Yeah, that's it. I'm absolutely terrified.
I'm gonna pump your head full of holes! Just as I thought. What do you expect with my skills?
The skills
Pick her
that
up by the
lost you the
scruff like a
match.
cat.
Anyway, good luck out there. If you ever feel up to it, we can go another round. Later!
So basically, because she's set to join your party this time, this just mainly tinkers with whether or not it's likely you'll get a date with her. Cute.
Basically.
I'm gonna leave. I mean it.
You forgot, character relationship is more about how much do you please one and not the others. Every character related to the date has a value.
Wait a second. My money. Give it.
What is it? You still need
I
something
think
from
it's
me?
implied they got them back by beating her up. Pokemon
No,
style.
no. Sorry, it's Pokemon style, so it's not just our money. You gotta give us your money now.
I bet I know. You want my help because I'm so good. You want me to go with you, right?
No, I just wanted to tell you that your shoe's untied.
I don't have laces.
Yeah, I guess so. Flick.
Ow. Thought so. What should I do? If you want me that badly, I guess I can't refuse.
How flattering.
Well, she is a very powerful unit gameplay-wise.
Alright, I'll go with
This
you.
is not Shining Force, Drova. The ninja is not that powerful.
Alright. Let's hurry.
What? But I didn't even tell you. Huh? Hey! Wait! I haven't even told you my name.
This is payback for you being such a pain to add to the party in the original game.
I'm Yuffie. Good to meet ya. I don't have a last name because fuck you.
I keep in mind that this is still inspired by Nomura's original artwork of Yuffie, and I still have to question what the bells are. Or
So you really want to join us, huh?
like the one on top.
Because belts.
The one on top is because of
What?
her arm guard.
You wish.
I get it, but the one on the bottom feels a bit unnecessary. It's still connected to that, but I don't know.
I'm guessing
Well,
the
what do you say?
Is she just wearing
Whatever.
a holster for funsies or something?
I'm
I
I'm
was
guessing the
wondering,
idea-
but again, both of them are connected to her arm guard. One of them, is on top, while the other is actually, on the bottom.
Hey,
So they're
wait
both.
a minute.
Hold on.
Well, crap. It didn't go as planned. But I'm not giving up.
Basically, in order
It was-
to be more spicy from the original game, even if you guess everything correctly, Yuffie doesn't join immediately, but you have to do one more round.
Quit it! I told you to go away!
I can explain more during the battle.
Hey, isn't that...
The hell is wrong with you?
We just saw her like 2 minutes ago.
Just pretend some time has passed.
That's a new record for getting in trouble.
Have you tried bird calling?
I know bird flipping.
Bird up. Dun, dun, dun.
Hello? Are you seriously gonna ignore me?
I'm
just
thinking about
hearing
it.
about,
If we stay perfectly still, she won't see us.
Oh, so
Well,
Yuffie's a
why should we
T-Rex.
hoax when you're
Got
gonna
it.
make us regret it?
Well, damn, Aerith just outright said it.
She doesn't care anymore.
Just in case you were wondering if this game was actually instead keeping the Saint, image or not.
I won't, I promise. I'm really sorry about that. Really, please.
I love how ever since Remake, they've just gone with trash-talking, swearing gamer girl Aerith and been just running with it ever since.
I mean, okay, it's not too much of a spoiler, but by Rebirth, they still have to uphold part of the whole Saint figure, but it's more balanced, that's the point.
I'm fine with it in Rebirth because at least they're still balancing it with, Aerith actually acting like a human most of the time. Fine, let's help her.
We have to.
Well, she has a fan base, and it's kind of a canon event that she joins the party. But yeah, no, that's just the weird anomaly of Final Fantasy VII. It's like, one would think that the compilation would have, easily continued the actual proper characterization of the characters from the original 7, but no, someone at Square thought, hey, Kingdom Hearts and how they really act differently from how they do in 7? Yeah, let's actually incorporate that into the compilation. It's not to say it was completely like the Kingdom Hearts characters, but
it started, I argued that when children drove, and that was, if I had to hazard a guess, an interpretation that the company at that point had towards fan perception. Remember, the internet was still not as popular as it was back then, so they had relatively limited data to actually guess, about how fans, interpreted a character or not. So my guess is that that's where they're going, because Aerith, for a limited presence in Advent Children, is already like this, and by Kingdom Hearts 1, she already has some of those qualities. She's not, completely, a clueless ditz, but you can tell that her personality is much more toned down, and sure, she has that sass moment in 2, where she feeds the disc to the Master Control program, doing the Crisis of the Tron World, so there is that.
I'd say that when it came to the changes, obviously the big three were Cloud, Aerith, and Sephiroth.
Well, pretty much.
Tifa,
yeah, I have to agree with Tina says that Tifa actually instead remained mostly the same.
Yeah, honestly, the worst thing that happened to Tifa was just them trying to give her a catchphrase, and
also, the costume in Advent Children, I still don't like it.
Okay. I pretty much have said that for a lot of Advent Children. I don't like how they went for black. I get that part of it is that some of them are still in mourning.
Again, the joke is that everyone outside of Sid and Vincent went to dressed up to go to a funeral.
Well, I mean, I guess there was technically Barrett, but
I'm
Barrett
trying to pretend I don't remember Barrett's costume because Jesus,
Barrett. I hate to say it, but Barrett's costume unironically seemed like it came from Hot Topic in Advent Children.
I stole your money.
God damn it, Yuffie.
Let's go one more time.
Okay, Yuffie, just know, this beating, it's on you. We tried to be nice.
What's the matter? Scared, are you?
She took one look at Cloud and said, yep, that's a guy I want to mess with. Somebody who can easily handle a sword that looks like it could hold up a steel platform.
But yeah, basically, like I said, the belts are for her gigantic arm guard that she has on her left arm. And again, the top one and the bottom one are separated so that I guess the logic is that it grants her still arm movement. But it still feels very weird, in the way it's constructed.
Okay.
Then again, this is the same, artwork that Nomura decided to let her pants unbutton for a reason that escaped me. So...
Okay, I was about to get to that. One of the aesthetics of 7 is the idea that our characters are kind of poor. So my guess is that the design philosophy is that her second belt is the belt that would normally go to her pants, hence why they look loose. But she basically fastens it onto her top outfit to help keep it in place as well as her armaments, basically. Basically, she sort of made a makeshift ninja outfit. That's my theory as to the design philosophy with Yuffie and that.
I would understand that, but remember, she's the daughter of Godel, which is effectively the town ruler of Wutai, so she would have the guilt to, do something. And to be fair, again, one of the big character changes that, character design changes that he did for Rebirth was exactly giving her actual extra belts for her pants.
Okay,
Again,
when it comes
the
to
one
that
thing
stuff,
that the ethical committee actually did right.
okay, when it comes to, that stuff, I take it as Yuffie not wanting to just rely on her pop's money because, oh, it's tourist money or you're part of the problem that ruined the honor of our village. I could totally see her as somebody who rejects
Meanwhile,
getting
speaking
money
of
that
Yuffie,
way.
That's twice. You've beaten me.
Yuffie,
getting
do the smart,
now what did we told you about stealing money from people?
especially people who are supposed to be your friends, supposedly.
If at first you don't succeed,
Last one with your blue eyes again.
are you okay? Just take a breath.
Oh,
You
sure,
know,
Andy. Let's do the Final Fantasy 13 strategy. Heal her up so we can beat her some more. What the hell?
Again,
Sorry, let me elaborate that. The Josuke, strategy from JoJo Part 4.
Well, promise is a promise. I guess I'll join your crew.
Aerith
I
just
love
wants
his
an
logic for Crazy Diamond. If I heal you up before beating you, that's okay.
Let's be honest. She wants to try the steel chair maneuver on Yuffie.
I don't remember making any promises.
Boy, when Mother Figure Tifa is questioning if we should let you join, that's when you've screwed up.
Impressive. I can shake my arms until the kingdom come.
Cloud has said nothing the past few
During the
minutes.
war, I took down a lot of soldiers with just my bare hands.
Tifa, what can I say?
You're welcome. You got bamboozled by Zack.
Oh,
Although, okay, to give her credit, she was like a little child at that point, so...
Rebirth actually makes it a point that she has actually some memories of that, because, Crisis Core was done after the original game.
well,
I'm
now
fine
I'm
with
one
that,
of you.
just-
You can count on me for...
Wait a minute. No one said you were one of us.
Cloud
You
did.
just did.
Did you miss the memo, Tifa? Unfortunately, Cloud made a decision for the party.
Although, given it was Cloud, that might have been one being given in sarcastic, passing tense.
I believe his words were whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that really how you want to play it?
That's the look Yuffie has when she gets a bad idea.
Look, if you don't accept me now, I'll just follow you around forever. Is that what you want?
Hey, Barrett, how many bullets you got in that arm to take care of pests?
I think he's just run out, unfortunately, for the day.
Alright, what do we do? Occupational hazard?
It might be wise to keep her where we can see her.
This definitely feels like something that was made as part of the feedback Yuffie's character got over time. Much more of a begrudging addition.
Yes!
It's also a way to actually expand a bit more and to be more cynical, to pad out the game.
Yeah, gotcha and all that.
I still don't mind at the end of the day.
I'm fine with it.
Guys, hang on. Wait for me.
No.
I don't
on.
think we will.
Start running.
Hey, before we leave, can I go and see a friend one last time?
Yeah, here's how some weird things are, because we're connecting from that ending scene from Intergrade.
That is weird, seeing as how that's more so for the remake
Now,
timeline.
keep in
but
mind, I
this-
think it was another coming battle sword mentioned there.
Fine, but make it quick.
Thanks, you're the best. They should be around here somewhere.
Also, Cloud, she's not having to go to take a piss. She has to, say goodbye to someone. Jesus.
What's that? I think they're in trouble. Hurry, this way.
Are we really falling for this, chat? I guess we are.
Oh no! Please, we have to help the Chocobo.
Fine, Yuffie, you're bait.
They're my friend.
And the company mascot!
Wow, you have those?
Don't worry, I won't let monsters bully something so adorable.
Ah, yes.
See,
Come on, Cloud.
See, here's the thing, Gary. The chocobos might be adorable, but the one consistent thing that the franchise keeps hammering, they stink. A lot.
Oh, thanks, Sheriff. I wasn't talking to you.
So here's the thing, Jova, that I wanted to say again. I think I did mention one of the previous part, but just to elaborate a bit more. I think the assumption that this game is going for is that it's taking the advantage of what the end of Remake Part 1 established, that now Final Fantasy VII is basically going to a full multiversal wars escapade, basically, and just saying that this is what happens in one of its alternate universe. It's also why the portal materia is actually a thing, you know, just so they can have the excuse to explore what the characters do in this different universe. Kind of like in the series Liders, you know?
You know, given that reunion, that's what we're assuming the final part of the remake is called, but given that reunion hasn't come out yet, I wouldn't be surprised if eventually what this gacha does at the end is establish the multiverse, especially potentially even use it as a way to have story go beyond the ending of Final Fantasy VII as well.
I mean, that's kind of how the April Fools of 2025, which, like I said, we'll get in, well, a couple of dozen parts, unfortunately. So you have to be patient for it. Is about, it's literally the high school AU scenario, because it's literally what it is, you know, just an alternate universe where the characters do something like that.
I love the fact that
because Square has to be Square sometimes, just to let you know, an appetizer for that job. The moment we're introduced with Sephiroth and Matt, they're basically being tech pros discussing the benefit of cryptocurrency. Log.
So, basically in an alternate universe, Sephiroth tries to take over the world not by hollowing it out and carving it up like a pizza to rule, but instead decides to use cryptocurrency to control the brainless masses.
The future.
You know...
I thought you okay.
Quick. Yeah, there we go. Let's go with that.
Quack, motherfucker.
Make sure you stay away from monsters, okay?
It's still an improvement because in the original Final Fantasy VII, because probably the translation team don't know about it, the Chocobos had their cry being called Work for some reason.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In case you're wondering, the animation is the dance that the Chocobos did in the original game when you get to the Chocobo farm. Because you don't actually visit it in the story part, and your character just go to the Metro Mines, you know, they just decide to put it here.
Remember, girls, they look cute now when they're not trying to attack you.
I come with certain perks.
Well, to be fair, Joe, but the youth of Ivalice has a tendency of understanding to stay away from Chocobos.
If you leave, will they be all alone? Yes.
Maybe they could function as a summon.
Don't worry, there's a chocobo farm nearby. It won't be lonely at all.
Surprisingly enough, not the summon pet Chocobo hasn't been introduced yet, but I do wonder if it's only a matter of time, just for funsies.
Possible.
I have to go away for a while, but I promise I'll come back to see you. Take care until then, okay?
Spoiler, she won't.
Or maybe...
By the way, guys, I keep seeing this weird building in the Chocobo farm. What's a slaughterhouse?
It's a magical place, and look. It's not slaughterhouse. It's an laughter house. They'll be just fine. He's going to live on a farm, and he's going to be fine. That's what all parents tell their kids, and they are absolutely telling the truth.
Yes, it's a good thing it's not going to a therapist instead with that kind of title logic.
Hi.
Jesus.
And that's where we drop off for this part, so join for the next one, where the party finally enters the Mithril Mines. So see you for that.
See ya.
See ya.